Alright, so we got the firewall pad pretty much where it needs to be. Now we need to work on getting these brackets in. There's one bracket that goes right up in that area that the brake booster attaches to on the outside. There'll be two holes, two bolts come through here, and then another little bracket that I've got to find that just runs from the firewall to the inside over here somewhere. Need to go ahead and get them put in, and then we'll start doing the wiring. So I've got to find that little bracket. I think it's going to be in a bag somewhere, I hope. So let me get a chance to find that joker, and it ain't in that bag, although there's a bunch of junk in there. I don't know what they all go to now. It's miscellaneous. I know where that goes. So I've got to find that piece, and it was probably just thrown in a box somewhere. It's just a little angle, little rod bracket there, and the big bracket is up in there somewhere, or maybe in that box there with the wiring. So I got to locate it also. That is every wire that was in this cab, all in one big bumbled up mess. So what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and mount the fuse block right here in this hole. That way it will kind of help stabilize the firewall pad on this side. And I still haven't located my my bracket, but I'll find it. It's here somewhere. So I'm going to set you back up over here. I don't know how much you can see in here. It's kind of dark. I really need to bring my big spotlight over here and plug it in, but I may have to when I get ready to wire this thing, because it is dark right here. Got one little light right there, but them's kind of not very bright. Alright guys, I hope you know where all this junk goes. I believe this set right here went to the ignition coil, and I believe I've got another wiring harness for this. So this was probably in the worst shape, this section right here. I'm just going to toss it outside right now. Fuse block, we're going to go ahead and mount it to hold our firewall pad in. I'm just trying to get stuff organized. I know these short wires right here go to the steering column, and so I'm just trying to figure out where these other wires. This wire obviously goes outside, and it's got a clamp on it with some tape, so we need to get it, figure out where the end of it is. It's just a plug. Alright, so we'll run that over here. And here's a bunch of wires right here with no ends on them. I think that probably went to the cruise control at one point in time. Or, I take that back. I think this actually goes through the firewall. Or where does that go? Alright, this goes through that hole. Here's another line right here. Got a bunch of cut wires. So the wires on the inside look good, but the wires on the outside were junk. So I got a brand new engine wiring harness, but I don't know what all comes with it. So this part here is vacuum line, and here's our brake switch to kill the cruise control. And there should be another brake switch in here for the lights. So I think what I'm going to do, just to make stuff a little simpler, I was going to save this in case they ever want to put crews in here, but with a stick shift, I just don't see the point in having crews, especially with a toy. You know, I don't expect he's going to be doing daily driving with it, so we'll just figure out where all this goes and what all's in this mess. And another line here, I ain't sure what's what. May have to pull out a wiring diagram to see what all this goes to. I think that might be a speaker wire. I'm not sure what that is. Trace this wire line on over and see that it just plugs into the fuse block. And if I can get a hold of this thing, tab when I unplug it, and everything else should be free. So this is basically the part of the cruise control system, and I just don't see the real big need of putting this back in here. I'll save it, but this thing's all cut up that to me it's just not worth the effort. And here's some more vacuum line that goes to in the engine compartment. I don't know why it's in here, but we don't need it in here. Now I need to get on my I need to get out the book and see what goes where. As far as the rest of this stuff, I know some of this went over this bracket right here. Maybe this is the bracket I'm thinking about. Okay, the other bracket's what's got my brake and clutch pedal on. So yes, okay. I'm just missing my little bracket that attaches down here and holds this steady. So I'll have to still find that. I think one of these is door power windows. Should have two sets. Alright, so if I can get this thing straightened out where I can get it in the hole, we'll just stick it in the hole and go ahead and tighten it down. I think it goes in the hole just like that. Like that right there. If I ain't mistaken. Let me see where the screw holes are on the outside. I've got one in the upper corner and one in the lower corner, which would be direct opposite from what I got right here, so I am mistaken. We can't lay this stuff down for a second. Well, surprisingly, other than tape coming off, and I think we can probably just do away with this old wrap here. Besides that, I was very, very, very surprised how well good a shape the wiring was on the inside of this truck. Actually, I got some material for these to run in. I keep the thing named corrugated tubing, whatever you want to call it, split tubing. And we'll run some of that in that. Alright, where we at? Alright, well I know that goes to the transfer case. So that's where all this junk goes, and I don't know where that goes. End on this thing. There is. I believe that just plugs into the fuse block. So that'll be, and well, that goes to the four-wheel drive indicator light. So we don't need that right now. So it's pretty good that we can kind of get some stuff separated. Barely will hold up there. Alright, we got a relay. I think this stuff here goes out. Alright, that goes to the dash cluster. That goes to the headlight switch. Where the blue wires go. Coming from. Where's this white wire coming from? Good grief. Good grief. This is a daggone mess. I'm going to say that this thing goes in there just like that. These little old clips hang on everything. I know that goes outside, but there ain't one tip on it. I don't know where it goes to. I believe it goes in there just like this right here. I'll go ahead and stick the screw that just fell out. Go ahead and stick my screws in before I lose them. Another screw. And find my nut driver. Alright, get y'all set up where y'all can see over here. Tell you what I'm going to have to do first before I can put this in. I've got to get my Mercer brake cable in, so I need to find the cable and the other thing. I think this end over here is what goes to the pedal. And the reason you got to do the pedal first is because of access. The pedal bolts in these two holes right here, and with this being in here, you got no access to do that. So we're going to go ahead and get this out, run it through this hole right here inside, and we'll hook it up to the pedal, which is laying over there, right there, and we'll get it bolted up. And I ain't sure if that old one had a grommet on it or not. No, I just took it off a while ago, but I didn't see one. Well, I pulled my box out, started through it, and I found what I was looking for. I made a phone video of all this stuff that was on the front of the cab that I took off right before I started sanding the front of the cab. And guess what? I deleted the damn video. So, what I'm looking for, I believe, is that grommet right there. We need to get that off. Get that. And I also found my bracket I was looking for. Just don't know where the nut went to. I think it's probably in this bag. So we'll take these and we'll try to find the nut and get the grommet out. Put the grommet in the cab. Alright, so looking at my grommet and looking at that hole, this grommet does not fit that hole. It's actually deformed. It's supposed to have been through there, and somebody stuck them through there, but I believe it's going to fit one of these holes right in here, possibly this one. So we'll stick it there for now. And I did find the nut that goes on the end of that, so this goes on the inside. It sticks through the firewall somewhere over in there. We'll have to see where it goes. And I think it goes through this one of these two holes right here and goes down to one of them holes right there. I think that one. So I'll get it hooked up and we'll see where it went. Alright, so it does go through this upper hole, attaches to this bolt hole through the little bolt hole, and then in the front it sticks out right there, right above the distributor, right exactly straight down in the firewall. Alright, so we got that bracket in. Now the other bracket I'm not going to put in just yet. I'm going to go ahead and run my wires before I stick the pedals in there, because it's just going to be a job. Oh, first I'm getting a little bit sidetracked here. Went looking for one thing and found another and got sidetracked. But here's the mercy brake. There's the bolts. Thankfully I left the nuts, or rather I left them in there, and the cable's going to connect there. The cable's got to run through this hole right here. This is the little warning light that tells you that your mercy brake's on. That's what triggers it. My little light's getting it's getting a little bit dim. Alright, so I'm going to take my nuts off. And I'm going to go ahead and run this cable through this hole again. I think I'm going to just go ahead and pull it in. A lot easier working with this thing with it off the vehicle. And it just sticks in the hole and these little clips lock it in. That ain't where that goes no way. I think it goes right here. Now, how did it go right there though? Well, that is a rubber grommet. It's got to go there. Well, ain't that a bitch? We'll see if we can pull it through. I believe it goes in this rubber grommet right here. Yeah, can't go here. But how does it go through that grommet? I have no idea. I'm just scratching the crap out of my paint. You ain't never gonna get past that right there. Nope, ain't no way. That is where it went. I'll take all this back out. I'm just scratching up this gun thing. Alright. I'm gonna take this grommet out right here and see what it looks like. Go ahead and feed this thing cable through this hole. Try not to scratch the cab any worse than it already is. Go ahead and feed this grommet in. Try to get it installed. I got to figure out how to hold that thing and get the nut started. I think I can just hold it up there. If I had that bolt, there would be no issue. don't know where that bolt's at. It's probably in that one of them bags. Miscellaneous interior items, I guess. Alright, so now we need to see if we can get this grommet in the hole. I know y'all ain't gonna be able to see, but alright, so we're gonna try to get this grommet in here. That's going to be easier said than damn done. And I don't know if this is going to work, because I really can't get my both hands in here too good. I get the other side started first. That would have been easier, wouldn't it? Got this side in. I'll just get the other side to go in. There it went. Alright, so the grommet's in. We'll run the cable up here. Alright, let's see if I can release this thing. Where's the release on it? Right here. That would be a little easier, wouldn't it? There you go. Now, I'll find that daggum bolt, tighten up these nuts. So, I had that handle all the way back like it was engaged, and this thing's got a big spring on it right here. It gives it tension to help pull that pedal back up when you release it. So we got that done, and I believe the grommet's going to work. It's just got a little split in it right there, but yeah, we put a little silicone or something around it if it goes leaking. Alright guys, well, I'm going to take a break, and probably the next video we'll continue on with this wiring. So until then, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe if you can.